Hello, hi, how are ya, and welcome to the new video. First and foremost, give you a little bit of a fence update from before we left, because our neighbors were putting up their fence, and now here's what it looks like. Yeah, their fence looks really good. It's really nice. They got a double gate over there and goes all the way back around there, and a gate right here for the utilities right there, because that's part of their land ordinance. So that's good. That looks good. So yeah, that'll hopefully reduce the people running through our backyards, and hopefully it will make it easier for them, for their kids to be able to play outside. So that's a good thing. This video is going to be a little bit weirder. I don't know how long it'll be. I have some things planned. First and foremost, I'm going to do a little bit of a haul that you guys will see, obviously, because it's here, of all the stuff that I got at Universal, whether that be like souvenirs, like t-shirts, and then a couple other things, and then also just like little memories. I call them memes from some of my friends. We all call them memes, and that'll be fun. But my clothes are currently, what is it called, in the washer, in the dryer. So once they are done, obviously, then we'll get into it, which it'll be nothing for you, but it'll be a little bit of time for me. And then after that, I might go to Target later on and just look for, or if not Target, somewhere, and look for a few, Halloweeny decorations, Halloweeny decorations. Also, if you can't tell, I'm getting over being sick. I was sick on Wednesday, I stayed home from work, and then Thursday I still didn't feel that great, and then I'm still, congested. My voice is a little weird to me. I don't know if it sounds weird to you, but yeah, there is something going around, but I think it might have just been from travel, from being on the planes and obviously in the airport for a couple days, and then in the parks as well. But regardless, still doing it. So yeah, let's get to that haul. So the first thing that I'm going to want to show you is this little, I don't know exactly what you would call this, pamphlet, booklet thingy. Also, I'm in the guest bedroom. If it sounds a little echoey or weird in here, the lighting is just better in here. But they give you this when you check in to, I don't remember what the actual kiosk is called at the airport, but they give you this little thing if you have a shuttle, and then also if you booked through them, and it breaks down everything. So like, see, we got our theme park tickets in this, and they'll just come in that. And then if you got any express passes or dining plan or dining experiences, party passes, add-ons, anything like that, it all comes nicely in this little book. As well as if you got the tram service, they map everything out for you, with that telling you when they'll pick you up and drop you off and everything like that. And it's really nice. And they also gave us this Hard Rock Cafe coupon. Actually gave us two of them. That was $10 off any purchase of 50 or more, I think was what it was. They also gave us a Margaritaville one, obviously, but that was the one we used. We didn't have time to go to Hard Rock, otherwise we would have used that one as well. But yeah, that was really cool. And then I don't know if we were supposed to return this or not. My brother said we weren't, but either way, we didn't, so whatever. That's fine. But yeah, moving on to the next thing. Okay, so the next thing I picked up, and I actually think I did pick this up at the airport as well, because they just had it sitting out. I was like, well, I might as well just grab this now, is the park map. It's all laid out like any other park map would be, sort of thing. This is Islands of Adventure on one side, and it gives you all the details and everything like that, and then all the express details, and I think guest services, family services, everything like that that you would want to know about the parks. And then if you flip over to the other side, obviously you got the cover, and then like the back part tells you a little bit about Volcano Bay. And then you have Universal Studios proper, or just Universal Studios Florida. And then does the exact same thing, tells you all the points on the map and, hot spots and everything like that. And like any other theme park or amusement park map would do. And yeah, that's really cool. And it's really cool also just to see like the update of how each side looked, because like I have one from 2 years ago and that wasn't there, and there was something else. Was it on this side? No, I don't think it was on this side. I think it's on this side. Well, and then yeah, Terminator is gone from Hollywood area, so this building right here, and then Jimmy Fallon, which is, where am I? Right there. That wasn't there, obviously, in Fast and Furious back here. That wasn't there, but yeah, really cool. It's really cool just to see the progression from just 2 years. So yeah, that's the second thing, as a mem, as it were. All right, moving on to the next thing, is stuff we got from Cabana Bay, which this is a map laying out the entire resort, and they were really helpful in guiding us to where we needed to go. So like this is the main, I can't think of the name, where you would like get your bags dropped off and valet. That's where the main lobby is, right there. And then she gave us a nice detailed instruction on how to get to our room, which was over here in the Americano section of the hotel. As you can see, there's also the Continental, Starlight, the Thunderbird, Castaway, and then the beachside and bayside towers as well. But we were right over here in 6512, which it tells you there, that obviously crosses off, but then it tells you how the rooms are numbered, which is really cool. First number in your hotel room is going to be your building number, and then the second number is your floor number, and then the room of that number for 3 and 4. So we were in the 6th building on the 5th floor in room 12, and that's really neat how they have that set up. And then they have this, what's this called? If you need an express checkout for whatever reason, they have this little program that you can fill everything out and return that to the front desk, and they'll make sure it goes smoothly for you. And then, and naturally, got mine. I didn't ask for this. That was what they gave me, was Harry Potter room key, which is nice. For people that don't know, if you're checking, or if you're staying in a resort, you get into the Harry Potter sections of Studios and Islands of Adventure an hour early, so 8 a.m. When you check in your ticket, you'll need to bring your room key as well, because they'll scan your ticket in at the front gate, and then once you get back toward, I'm not sure in Islands, but in Despicable Me, or in Studio, once you get to Despicable Me, you'll have to show them your room ticket, or room key rather, to be able to go further. And then the last thing on that list is just the Cabana Bay like pamphlet, right? Dining and activity guide. So it'll tell you like the hours of everything. So like the Swizzle Lounge, which is their bar that's like right out like in the lobby, as well as just like the other amenities they have. So they have a bowling alley in there, another bar and grill, obviously a Starbucks, but like most things do. The Bayliner Diner, which is just their like regular quick serve that's inside the Bayliner Diner. It's just a pizza place. And then they have like a what's it called, the Jack LaLanne Physical Center and Gamerama, so like an arcade like any other hotel would have. But it's really nice. Everything's laid out really nicely and just explained really well, and they have a schedule for times and events and stuff like that, and if you're visiting they have some info, and yeah, everything's just, it's detailed and laid out really nicely, so you really shouldn't have any troubles finding anything or knowing what you have to do when you're there. And last but not least, for just the memories portion of this, is just a few things. These are the tickets, or I guess they could be considered tickets, for photo passes for the ride at Gringotts, those two, and then this one's from Forbidden Journey. I don't know why they only gave us the one from the second day. I don't think they gave us one for the first day, maybe because we just missed them or whatever. But regardless, I only have the one, but that's fine. I don't really need it. It's just a memory. And then this is the bag that they give you all of your Harry Potter themed merch in. It's just, I don't think this is updated as often. It's just the standard Harry Potter world bag. As you can see, it's the same on both sides, but it's really cool because they give you a different bag for whatever theme place you're in. So like Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, obviously it'll be a Jurassic World bag, or Simpsons, I believe they give you a Simpsons bag, that sort of thing. But yeah, just the last little things. It's not they don't have our photo on them, obviously. It's just a card to tell you how to, I guess we can, if we wanted to, we could go and get it online maybe? Is that how that works? I don't know, hold on. Okay, so it looks like if you have the My Universal Photos package, you can do all that stuff and get it through the app, from what I'm understanding about that. But if not, you would just take this to the photo booth area after you get off the ride, and then you can get your picture for when you were on the ride. So that's really cool. But yeah, that's going to do it from the MEMS portion of this video. Oh, we got my boarding passes, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. Now we're going to move on to what I got while I was there. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to show you from the stuff that I got is this Hufflepuff pennant, which is really neat. It's like it's a thick fabric, and you can see it was like stitched together really well, and they put the patch on top of it. I wish it was on the actual pole a little tighter, because sometimes it kind of like goes all wonky when I try to do that, but I won't be doing that often, obviously. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I am a Hufflepuff, obviously, if you couldn't tell by this, or, well, you could never see it, but my pop socket on my phone is also a Hufflepuff pop socket. But yeah, this was, I think, $14 or $15.95, I believe. So a little pricey, but, you know, it's fun. It's a memory. It's something that I'll have for the rest of my life, and it's fun. I like it, so yay. Moving on to the next thing. So the next thing is this Flaming Moe's cup that I got, obviously, in Springfield at Moe's. Well, it's technically at, it's like all connected via, like, it's like a quick serve place, but you can look up the videos on what it's like. If I can find a good video explaining it, I'll link it in the description. But this is just a regular cup. You can get a Flaming Moe, which is just like an orange drink. And there's a secret to how they do the Flaming Moe, which is also really cool. But if you don't want to see how the secret is revealed, then skip ahead to the time that I have listed on the video. So yeah. But if you do want to see it, then obviously stick around. So essentially what it is they put dry ice in the bottom of the cup. And then they have like stickers. I took the stickers off already so I could get the dry ice out, obviously, to clean it. But this might be harder than I expected with one hand. Hold on one sec. Well, this is going to be difficult. Okay, got it off. So essentially what they do is they have these false bottoms that they put the dry ice in, I think before or after, I don't know. I'm not sure how. They might have it delivered to it with it already set up like that, and they have it in a freezer. And then what they just have like a tap that they pour the drink into over the dry ice, so that way when it starts, the water or liquid, I guess, starts to hit the dry ice, it looks like it's on fire, like in the episode, which is awesome and hilarious. And he just kind of takes whatever he has behind the bar, and then it catches on fire because alcohol and funny. But yeah, and that's really neat. That drink, I believe, that was a pricier drink too, but obviously you're paying for the cup. And I believe that drink was $8.99 compared to some of their other drinks that they had there were like usually, I think it was like $5.99 or $4.99, something like that, for like the not souvenir cup drinks, but just like special drinks that you can only get in Springfield. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I didn't have one last time, so I'm glad I got to get a chance to get one this time. And yeah, moving on to the next thing, which is clothes. So the first shirt that I'm going to show you, which was the first shirt that I got when I was there, is this Night Bus shirt. So you can see, obviously, Night Bus from the Harry Potter world, which was at a cart right outside of Diagon Alley. And then one sec, I'll show you the back. And then on the back, it just says all destinations, nothing underwater, which is what it says in the bus, which is really fun. It's a really minimalist shirt, which I really like. It's purple, my favorite color, which I also really like. Something I just realized, though, I just took this out of the dryer, and it looks like my backpack kind of did this weird ring and faded it on the actual thing. And there's like this darker section of purple under here because it rained a lot the day that I wore the shirt, and it kind of looks like it might have ruined the fabric a little bit. And we also wore this on Jurassic Park, so dang, that kind of stinks. I noticed it on the front a tiny bit on the shoulders up here as well. And then a little bit like under the arm, you can see that, because obviously that didn't get wet at all in the rain, so that didn't affect it, or Jurassic Park at all. But dang, that stinks, but that's okay. It's obviously, it's still a fun shirt, and if anything, it just, you know, makes it more unique that way. But either way, moving on to the next shirt. Alright, moving on to the next shirt now. It is my Margaritaville shirt that I got from obviously Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville in Orlando, and obviously it's specified toward Orlando. And something I forgot to mention with that shirt, I didn't say the price. I believe it was $28.95 or $28 even. I think it might have been $28 even. There was another one that I got, or that I was gonna get. That was the Grimold Place shirt. That shirt was, I think, $35 for that t-shirt, and I was like, yeah, that one I haven't seen before, so I'll get that one and be done with it. But yeah, this one is another one sort of like that. I'll show you the back here in a sec. But yeah, it's a fun back. It's obviously themed toward Orlando and the theme park being on a roller coaster, and I don't know if every other or any other Margaritaville has this, but they do an event called Volcano Blow every like half an hour or so, where it looks like a volcano's going off in the restaurant, the lights flicker, and it's this whole event. It's a lot of fun, because I haven't been to any other Margaritaville, but yeah, that was a cool thing. And I don't know, the light doesn't really do the shirt justice. It's brighter than what this looks like. I don't know. I guess this is still a little too red. It's more of like a salmon color than like as dark as it looks in this lighting. But yeah, it's still a lot of fun. This shirt, I believe, was $24.95 or $24.99, something like that. Their pricing was weird throughout the whole park and everything in general. But yeah, this shirt is very soft. That shirt isn't as soft as this one, but it's still very comfy. This shirt is probably the softest I've gotten, or I got the entire vacation. But a lot of fun. Like this shirt. Moving on to the next one. So the next shirt I got, and that's very wrinkly, but again, apologize, just came out of the dryer because I didn't wear it, but it was a little long on me when I tried it on. But yeah, the next shirt was a Hard Rock Cafe Orlando, and it's a specific Orlando shirt. Obviously, you could do the regular Hard Rock, which is like the logo in the middle, and it has like the city underneath it. But this one jumped out at me because it was a lot like the Margaritaville one, which on the back has this really neat design, which, much like the Margaritaville one, is geared toward Orlando. But this one I actually think I like more because it has like the Islands of Adventure Tower and Hulk, and then some of the buildings that you would see like in Doctor Doom Fearfall, and some of the buildings you would see in like Marvel or like the New York skyline and studios proper behind it, which is really cool. And then obviously like the boat that can take you back and forth, and it looks like the actual Hard Rock Cafe in Orlando at City Walk. So that's really cool. This part is embossed too, which I don't think you can see that well. Just regularly. Can you see that? Maybe a little bit. You can sort of see that. But yeah. I wasn't sure about how I felt about that at first, but I kind of like it. It kind of makes it pop and gives it more of like a faded, painted texture, which I just noticed that actually looks really cool up there as well. But yeah, it's a standard shirt, and then has the established date. Standard. Can't think of the word I'm trying to say. Standard, like, resort shirt, same thing that you would get. But yeah, I don't know. It looked really cool, and it seemed like something that they wouldn't have in all the time sort of thing. Like they would for just the regular, ooh, that was a bad flip. Just the regular, like, Hard Rock logo in the middle of the shirt sort of thing, which is, like, the staple, obviously. So yeah, I'm glad that was a cool find for me. Moving on to the next shirt, which these are the three that I got just, like, at the resort or at the... or at City Walk or the studios or whatever. But I did get a couple at the airport, so moving on to those. Now, the next shirt I got at the airport, like I said, and it was a tourist trap, like the pick up your things before you get on the airplane, snacks and everything like that ahead of time, last minute souvenirs, and they got me with this one, and then obviously the next shirt. I thought this was a really neat design. It's like an old license plate or old like metal sign kind of thing, and it looks really faded and weathered and vintage, and it's really cool. There's nothing on the back. It's just a nice royal blue, which is really cool color in my opinion for a shirt. And then just got it's regular Orlando, Florida, the beach life, good time. Sorry, there's an awkward cut there. Somebody was trying to call me on my phone, but I was saying the beach life, good times, established 1850, and it's really cool. I like the color scheme and everything like that on the actual design, and it was really cool shirt in general. I think this was only $19.99 or something like that. But yeah, it's a regular old cotton t-shirt. And yeah, it's cool, a lot of fun. And now the next one, and the last shirt, the last thing I got when I was in Orlando. Finally, last but not least, I was really surprised to see this shirt in an airport, but it's an Adidas shirt for Orlando City Soccer Club, which is their MLS team. It's my team as of like late, only because my first love, my first team, the Columbus Crew, are supposedly moving out of Columbus into Austin, Texas, and so I kind of adopted this team as well a couple years ago, obviously because I really love Orlando and want to hopefully make that my home one day. So I thought, why not start rooting for the team now? Also, it's my favorite color scheme, so you know, it's a lot of fun. There's again nothing on the back. This shirt was also not that expensive. The lady who checked me out said she was at Dick's Sporting Goods like the day before, 2 days before, and this same exact shirt was like $10 more than it was at the airport. So I was like, you know what? That's a good enough price for me then. I will snag that, and I did. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's an Adidas shirt, so it's obviously pretty good quality. But yeah, it's nice. But yeah, that'll do it for the haul of all of the stuff and obviously memes that I got while I was in Orlando. So that, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to get all those things. Obviously, I'm just glad I got to go on the trip. Hopefully I'll be able to go again someday soon, but let me know if you enjoyed that and what your favorite shirt or just item in general was down in the comments. But for now, I think I'm either, well, I have to put my laundry away, but then I'm either going to go to the store or my brother's going to, or we're going to start making dinner, because it is, what is it, 4? Oh, maybe it might be a little early. I don't have my glasses on. It might be a little early for that. I think it's 4:15. I think it says now. But either way, let's jump to the next thing. So it's actually the next day. I didn't end up going to look at spoopy things yesterday after dinner, which was good. We had pulled pork and then some applesauce and stuff like that. It was good. But it was because I had a couple friends who live in Columbus now, and they don't come down as often. They came down to visit, and we ended up going to see a movie and just hanging out with them for a little bit, so I didn't film any of that, unfortunately. But I will say we saw Crazy Rich Asians. It was pretty good. It was good. I mean, the whole time I was like, and I get it, what they were trying to do with that, because it proved their point, essentially, but the whole time I was just sitting there thinking, like, everything in this is almost too nice and too beautiful, but that's just the city in Singapore. But it was pretty good. It was a pretty good movie. There were like a lot of little moments where I was like, that's funny. I don't know if it was a movie, obviously it wasn't, I'm not Asian, but it wasn't really a movie geared for me, which is good, but it was still, it was good. It was well made, I'll say that. It was very well made. And the jokes landed when they landed, but there was some humor in it that I just like, it wasn't meant for me, and that's okay. Not everything is, but I will still say it was a good movie, thumbs up. I would recommend seeing it because it is a good movie. You might not get everything, but it's not that hard to get, actually. It's just, I don't know. It's just me. I didn't like it as much as I felt like it got hyped. But regardless, so yeah, next week I will end up doing the spoopy things. I have work all next weekend, but I will still be putting out a video. I'm just not sure how long it'll be or how detailed it'll be because this one's already a longer video. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, if you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that, ring that bell so you'll get all the post notifications for when I post, which is typically every Sunday unless I say otherwise. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week.